we are. This video was taken after I had just made a pretty hard turn, rough turn in the city of Philadelphia. Now you see how this area is. Everything, car lots and workshops, everything, people parked all over the street. If you ever watch Parking Wars, you'll see that people are double parked. That light actually turned red just before I got across it. But if you have ever seen Parking Wars on TV, and you look at how the cars are all parked on the side of the street, it's like this all across Philadelphia. Now, here, there's some spaces for cars to park, but there are certain areas where they double park side by side on the street because I don't know what it is. There's just people parked all over the place, like New York City. In my opinion, Philadelphia is the next closest city to New York City, as the way that they are built and how people are just everywhere parked all over the place, compared to places like Los Angeles or Chicago. Chicago has some tight areas as well, but Philly can be hectic like that in New York City. So I'm actually headed to my pickup, which was for the Coca-Cola company. And prior to getting to this part, I was almost thinking to myself, you know what? I'm about sick of this. But don't send me again to the city of Philadelphia, especially since I have to run right into pretty much in the city to get to this location of where we're going. But then I said to myself, that's alright. It's not as bad as it was from New York City. Like that time when I got stuck behind another truck and we couldn't get through the intersection because cars were just parked all over the place and couldn't get people to come out and move their vehicles. And even the police didn't even stop to help us. They saw us and saw we were blocking the traffic, and the police themselves turned and went the other way. I mean, what help were they? Now they have railroad tracks running down through the city. The trolley still runs on these tracks in certain parts of Philly. But here it appeared that they didn't run through this section because certain parts of the track was actually up and gone and the road was paved over. Now, we're coming up to this stoplight. You see the train moving up above the commuter trains for the city of Philadelphia. Now, the street is split because they have the supports for the train bridge. Now notice the Pitt, Ohio truck. He gets ready to go under. And do I make it? Do I make it? Yeah, I make it. Just barely. Now, notice the children. Notice the children. Throwing the football. And they threw it back over. They threw it back over my truck as I'm stopped at the stoplight. That's the kind of things that you see in Philadelphia. You see that sometimes in Pittsburgh, but nah, this is one reason why I love Pittsburgh. Pittsburgh is not as congested and crazy as Philadelphia. It's a laid-back city. Pittsburgh is. Let it go across the street. Thankfully, the people didn't keep on trying to run. That was in the car. And realized they needed to stop. And here we go. And here's this vehicle wants to get up on the side of me so they can get in front of me. People don't care. They're just inconsiderate. Now, what if I wasn't there? But what if my truck was able to shoot off faster than that? You just would have got in the way. Or possibly something else would have happened. Stop trying to get in front of vehicles. Just stay in your lane, in the lane behind me, and stop trying to pass illegally. Well, that's about to be it for this video. It doesn't go all the way down to where I had to go, but that was a doozy too, and a mess. But I got through it. Well, alright. This video was taken after I had already got the load from the Coca-Cola plant, and I just had to leave all around the city because the on-ramp that was closest to this highway was shut down, and I had to make my way through Philadelphia, avoiding low bridges, everything. And, rocky road. It was nerve-wracking. So I finally got to a spot where I could get on the freeway. And again, I just had this feeling of, I'm not coming back to Philadelphia. I'm not coming back to Philadelphia. But then I remember that I trained in Philadelphia. This is where I got my start. So I'm not going to treat the city like that, because I owe it to Philadelphia, because it got me used to crazy traffic and being in a big city like such. But I won't deal with New York City. I've done it once or twice, but I won't do it in a truck no more. Nah, not unless they're going to pay me some good money. So I didn't get a chance to show you all the crazy route that I had to do and detours just to avoid low bridges that were 12 feet or 13.1. Still can't get underneath that. One bridge said 13.1. And although I feel that the bridge might have been slightly higher, and I probably would have been able to get up underneath it, because I have been in Connecticut and there was a bridge that said 13.2. And I called the people and they said, oh no, it said 13.5. They said, oh no, you can get underneath, the trucks come here all the time. And I knew they were just on the other side. They're like, but if you're afraid of it, you just take you a long time to go around. Like, no, if the truck's go underneath it, I'm gonna go underneath it. But see, a truck is 13.6. So, therefore, like I said, we can't go anything under 13.6. But this place in Connecticut said 13.5. But it actually was okay for me to go under, because they had, I guess, dug out some of the roadway to make it where trucks could pass underneath. But this bridge in Philly said 13.1. It looked like it was much higher than 13.1. But I was not going to be the next truck to go up underneath a bridge and wind up in the news. No, not me. And definitely not in Philadelphia. And definitely not be the next one that goes out on a blast, text message and email, don't be this driver. Pay attention to bridge signs. I pay attention to my signs. Yes, I do. Because I'm not trying to be up underneath the bridge and stuck. I would stop. And I done this one time because I didn't see any markers on the bridge. I would stop, get out and look, and see the distance from my truck top and the bridge before I actually go up underneath it, if I'm unsure. Because if it has no sign, it's supposed to be able for the truck to go under. But sometimes signs get knocked down. So, yeah, be safe, especially if you're a truck driver. Be safe. And those of you in your cars, stop trying to fly around us and cut us off. You may end up cutting your life off and cutting your life short doing so, because you're doing stupid maneuvers. Drive safe. Truckers, drive safe. Y'all make sure that everybody just be safe. And learn to stop for school buses. Stop passing by those school bus stop signs. That's my pet peeve. Bus drivers ought to be allowed to haul rocks at your cars, throw rocks at your cars, even shoot your cars with BB guns if you run their bus stop signs. That's just what you deserve. Anyway, bye.